Hi, welcome to Asbury's Echoes. I'm Rhonda and this is Drew, and this is our Flosstube channel where we say Flosstube, so most everything is going to be cross-stitch, but we throw a few other things in now and then too. Drew likes to talk about some of the things he's up to, and once in a while I feel the need to do something besides cross-stitch. Ben, what are you doing?
Opening my package.
It's been a while and I apologize. I didn't realize quite how long it had been until I looked back in my notes. Things have just been hectic, I guess. I've been working, I apologize for the noise. I've been working on cleaning out the spare bedroom, and I want to get all of my stuff, all my cross stitch, all my designing, everything in one room, because right now, would you please? Right now I have things everywhere, so it takes so much time just to get something accomplished right now. So between that, to get that done, Drew's been cleaning out the basement, and I've been moving a lot of stuff like all my canned goods and anything and everything that I can put on shelves in the basement is now going to the basement, and that's taking quite a bit of time. What else have we done, Drew? We did manage to get a camping trip in between the last Flosstube and now, and that was very nice. We had beautiful weather. And
You told me we were going.
oh, we told you, okay. I guess we talked about going the last time, and we actually did get to go. And school has started, so that has been an adjustment. It takes time to get back in the groove, but I think this last couple weeks, this week especially, has really been good. So once we get back into that groove, I think that maybe I can get back on track. So since it's been so long, I don't want this to be a long Flosstube. I'm going to make it short and sweet, so I won't show everything that I've been doing. If you watch me, follow me on Instagram or follow me on Facebook, you'll see pretty much everything that I'm doing, because I tend to probably post too much, and I apologize.
You can never post too much.
You can never post too much.
No.
Is that right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. I only have one thing that's not cross-stitched to show, and I started this a while back, and I don't think I've ever shown it finished, but I did a little wool applique project, and this, I'm trying to think where I got the pattern. I'll have to put it down below because I can't remember right now what it was called, what the name of the plate, I can't remember. I will put it down below, but they have more than one. I think these were so cute. This is an old book. It's a very old book, and I love books. And I know there's all those projects out there that you see that people take old books and they use the pages and they alter the book, and I just struggle with that because I love books and I just can't. I don't even bend the pages over when I read a book. I just can't alter it in any way. But this does not hurt my book at all because it's simply put on. Oops.
It's a book.
I gave $4 for it, and the book is called When They Were Girls, copyright 1923, and I got this at Fiddle-Dee-Dee. And Fiddle-Dee-Dee has a lot of old books like this, so I have stocked up so that I can make more. I've only gotten the one done so far, but this one belonged to June Flessner from Rockwell City, Iowa. Anyway, I'm not sure where Rockwell City is. I've heard of it. I've not read it. I'm not even sure what the book is about. But anyway, I did the wool applique, and I did not use the wools that they suggested. I just used what I had in my stash. I don't have a lot of wools, but I do have some. And I added my little gumballs for decoration. I had to put a new one on because the baby kitties that have come into the house got a hold of one of them the other day. And then I dyed it. Of course, I dye everything, but after I dyed it, I thought it was too dark, so I tried to lighten it up some, and I think it looks better. But anyway, oh, there's the kitties. We have, this one's Flossie, and this one's Maisie. And they are cute, and they are ornery. This morning they tore the curtain down in the living room. And like I said, they had one of these gone. They like to play and get into everything, and I really don't want them on the table. Okay, that's not something we're going to get accustomed to doing.
Like
They are not going to be on the table.
We always do.
So, no, they do not.
All 6 other cats have been on the table.
Well, that doesn't mean I like them, and they're not. These aren't going to be on the table. Okay, where was I? Oh, I showed my my book project. This one obviously is fall themed. I have some others that are. I think I've got one that's like a jack-o'-lantern. There's three. There's three patterns in one. So I don't remember what the other 2 were for this one. I think I've got some that are 4th of July or patriotic. Probably Christmas. I can't remember. But they're fun. They're short. They're quick, and they're easy to do. And you wouldn't even have to buy more books if you didn't want to. If you only wanted to do one, then you could just take this one off and put a new one on for the different seasons or time, however you wanted to do it. And then while we were cleaning out the basement, I actually went through a couple tubs. I have a lot more to go through, but going through tubs, and I discovered
We're talking like 41.
this. And as soon as I saw it, I remembered it, and I remember stitching it. I do not remember anything about it. I don't remember the designer. I'm pretty sure it came from a magazine. The pattern came out of a magazine, but I do not remember anything. I did not mark it. A lot of times, especially back then, I at least put the date. I put my initials and the date, but I did not do that at all. So kind of a reminder, mark your stuff or date it, or put whatever you can about it. I am really bad about that. I used to be better at it. I haven't done it for a long time. I need to get back to it. But I remember this so well, and I decided to pull it out, and I think I'm going to display it again for at least for a while. I haven't changed much, obviously. Horses and chickens. I am still stitching horses and chickens. The frame is a little, or the mat is a little warped, but anyway, it says, "Love isn't love till you give it away." Okay, so there's my oldie. I might do an oldie once in a while, just to show you that I used to actually stitch bigger projects and spent a lot of time on some bigger projects, although most of them I think I gave away. And that one happened to be one that I kept. Okay, what else is there? I had to write this down because it's been so long and I can't remember where I'm at. Okay, so there's that one. My finishes, but they're not fully finished. I have 2. I have this one, and this one is one of my favorite stitching sayings, and it is, I don't know, can you see that? Can you see it? I think so. All my scattering moments are taken up with my needle. I've always loved that saying, and so I just decided to stitch it into a little sampler. Now I'm having a hard time finding a frame for it, and I'm not sure what I want to do. If I want to frame it, I might look for like a paddleboard for it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but it's done on the Nate Berkus, and it's done in my blues and browns that I love. It's done 1/2, and I dyed it, obviously dyed it after I stitched it, as I normally do. DMC threads. I'm sure at some point it will be in the Etsy shop. I'm just not sure when I'm going to get it. When I'm going to get it finished. I've kind of ran into a brick wall. I don't know how you pronounce or what you say there on finishing things. I have had a hard time. We went to the antique store this morning. I thought maybe I'd find something up there, because sometimes I do find something that just screams to me, take me home. I need to be finished into a cross stitch project, but no luck. I know, you laugh at me.
I'm just remembering you trying to drive that car.
Oh, we have the car I normally drive is in the shop because of hail damage. When we were camping, it hailed pretty bad. So we happen to have our truck and the car at the campground, and they're both have hail damage. So the truck is in town getting fixed, and they gave us a loaner, and the car is in Des Moines getting fixed, and they gave us a rental because it's my husband's work car. So he thought it was pretty funny because I haven't driven like a, what do you call them, a sedan?
It's a Nissan Maxima, but
Okay.
I asked her if I needed to show her how to drive it. At my old workplace, I drove a different car every day. She couldn't even figure out how to start it, put it in gear, and she...
I started it.
Yeah,
No
but you were looking
problem.
for a button.
Well, at first I went to push the button, and then I remembered that, oh yeah, I just stuck the key in the ignition. That's how I
and
had
then
to
she went to
start
lock the door, and she set the panic off.
I did set the panic button off. No, I unlocked the car, opened the door, and the panic
You
button.
can find that video on my YouTube channel.
No, you cannot. Okay, back to cross stitch. I finished this one the other day. He was just kind of a spur of the moment. Why is it not?
Because it's on cinematic mode.
There we go. Is that why? Why is it blurry? There it goes. Christmas is coming. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now you dear old man. That I had that going through my head the whole entire time I stitched this. And again, I stitched this, everything but the white. I dyed it. No, I'm sorry. I stitched this whole thing and then dyed it. I was going to do it the other way so all the white would pop, but then I decided I wanted to keep it all very prim and drab. And man, Drew, I do not like that. I remember now, last time I struggled with this. I can't get it to focus. I apologize. What do I do? How do I get it? There it goes. Okay. Anyway, the other thing with this is I did not use DMC. I used the old Tattered flag floss. And I don't know if you're familiar with that or not. I came across the old Tattered flag years ago when I was doing some punch needle, and I had used a little bit of their floss then, but that's been a long time ago. And I came across that floss a while back, and I thought, oh yeah, I haven't checked them out for a long time. So I went online. They have some beautiful things. They do a lot of rug hooking. And they do a lot of needle punch, but they don't really have any cross stitch. But they have a bunch of threads, and their threads, I think, are beautiful. I grabbed a handful of them here because I ordered them. I think I ordered one of each color almost. I think I've got the rest of them coming or something. So some of these aren't quite as prim as others, but this is their floss. And I tell you, Drew, I don't like this. No, I don't. It's blurry, and I don't.
Tap it.
I don't tap what?
The screen.
I can't reach it to tap it. We're gonna
Okay,
have
put
to.
it up there.
We'll have to figure this one out.
Yeah,
because
I
don't
forgot
like
that cinematic mode doesn't work.
Yeah. So, can you change it? Can you like stop it and then?
Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay, we're back. Let's see if this works better. Much. Yes, I didn't like that before at all.
I like it all the time.
So I don't know if that, here it is again. I don't know if it was, yes, much better, Drew. Goodness. Here is a dear old man, and I used the Tattered flag, the old Tattered flag floss. So here's just a few of the colors. I didn't grab, I don't think, the colors I used for him. I just grabbed a handful. And they're not as bright as this is showing. They are more, I don't know how to explain them. To me, they look more prim. They're dull, they're more dull than some of the other, even the DMCs. Here's another one. I like this one. This one's really pretty. But again, they're not this bright in person. they stitch nice. I really like the way they stitch. And I was stitching something the other day. What was it? That had a lot of white. And I loved, I don't remember what it was. What would that have been? Anyway, I struggle with white.
Snowman.
I struggle with white DMC. And, oh, it was him. Never mind, it was him. That was actually white until I dyed it. It was real white. I struggle with white with the DMC. I just can't make it look nice and flat and even. I just have always struggled. But with this, I had no trouble. I was so impressed. I was really happy with the way it stitched. I can see that needs, okay. Anyway, so I am thinking that I will be doing probably a few more things. I have one more to show you that I have done with the the OTF, the old tattered flag threads. I probably will be using them a little more because I really like them. This guy I used a variegated, and I'm struggling with the variegated. I like the variegated, and yet sometimes I'm not sure if I should use it or not. But anyway, this guy, I used a lot of the variegated on his clothing. I think that was the only thing I used it for. But what I will do or try to do is, in my patterns, I will chart it with the old tattered flag, and then I will also chart it with DMC that's equivalent. It probably won't look exactly the same, but if you're familiar with DMC, you'll know what it's gonna look like. But I really do like this thread, so I'm guessing I probably will be using it more. You'll probably see it more. I'm gonna show this one again too, because I don't know if it ever came out of focus or into focus before. So that's what this one looks like. And if you've watched me at all, you know that almost everything I stitch. So if I forget to say it with anything I show, it's Nate Berkus fabric. It's 36 count. I stitch 1/2, and I almost always dye after I stitch. Just because, for me, I don't know. I just need to. I have to. I don't know why. It's just what I do. Okay, then I have a couple of the buttons. The buttons that I like to use that are made by Jean with my Stitching Piece store
Shout out to her.
on Facebook. I couldn't remember what it was. My Stitching Piece store on Facebook. So this one, and Jean has done the lovely, the beautiful sewing part of this, because that's not something I know how to do, but I watched her, so I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I can make a wall hanging of my own one of these days.
You sound Canadian.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. So this is called Welcome Winter. So this is my Welcome Winter snowman. And I took pieces of this red ticking fabric to make the buttons. And I just attached them with some black back stitch, some little whip stitches there. And this is a button, one of Jean's snowflake buttons. And this, I think, is absolutely adorable. His little nose. Isn't that cute? It's a carrot. It's a button and it's a carrot. And it just looks adorable. I like the way we can take our cross stitch and you can finish it in so many different ways. And this is one I've never done because I just never knew how to do it. I know I did this. I did this one years ago. I pieced it all together by hand, and it looks like it was pieced together by hand, and it looks like it was put together by somebody who had no clue what they were doing. And so I've always been scared to try it with cross stitch, but I am going to take the plunge here one of these days. But anyway, this one is called Welcome Winter, and it is in the Etsy shop if anybody's interested. You don't have to do a wall hanging. You can make him into anything you want. I mean, you can make him into a pillow. You could frame him. just use your imagination. Jean put a wire hanger up there and tied a little piece of the ticking onto it and a little bit piece of raffia. So there's that one. And then I have one more. And this one I just love. I love the buttons. I love her stocking buttons. And this is like little red work stockings, and I think they are so cute. And the stockings were hung, and then we added some little gold bells for some more decor. It's got a star hanging there. And again, Jean turned it into this beautiful wall hanging. The little wire hanger. I don't know, you could do so many things with this. This would also make a cute pillow. You could make it into a bigger pillow. You could frame it. And again, the buttons are from my Stitching Piece store. Her name's Jean Deverex, and she's on Facebook. And all you have to do is just find her shop there on Facebook and let her know if you're interested in a button. She has many more than just these. She has some beautiful, beautiful buttons. And those are my 2 button finishes. I've got another one too, but I'm gonna wait and show it next time. And something else I have done is these little ornaments. I make an ornament every year for my 2 grandchildren and for Drew. And so I've never used these little Tart tins before, and I wanted to try. So I came up with these 3. The pattern I have is, there's a pattern and it has the little shepherd and the sheep, or the angel, and then it also has the alphabet, upper and lowercase alphabet, and numbers. So you can put any name you want. These are so easy. I had never done it before. I'm learning, I'm branching out. I'm trying not to be scared to try. I don't know. Some things don't scare me at all. And then other things, it's like, there's no way I can make something into a circle. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier. These Tart tins come with the little circles that fit right in the tin. And it's just, you stitch your design, you put it on top of that circle, and then you just take your thread around, cut your fabric into a circle, and then you just take your thread around the edge of the fabric, pull it tight, and it just looks perfect. And then I hot glued them into the tin and came up with some really cute, very sweet little ornaments. I think I'll probably be doing some more of these. I don't know what they'll be, but I do want to make more at some point. And again, Nate Berkus fabric 1/2. It's 36 count, and I dyed these. These I dyed before I stitched the color, dyed, then went back and stitched the white. So those are my Christmas ornaments for the year. And that is all of the Christmas I have to show. What?
Does the washer go on the outside or the inside? I'm pretty sure it goes on the outside.
No, it goes on the other side. So it goes between there.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
I have no idea what he's putting together here.
It's a... I can't pull our trailers with my mower, so I bought this. So this mounts onto the actual hitch, built-in hitch. This goes on the back of the mower, so I can pull like a full-size trailer in here, and I can still pull like a yard cart here.
Okay.
So but I can't get it put together.
Okay.
I have to drill holes into it.
You have to drill holes into it?
No mower.
Oh, into your mower.
The base
Gotcha.
plate, that's what it's for.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Another thing that I've shared, it's been so long, and then I just feel like I've had these done forever, but I've just never shown them apparently. This is my Let's Gather and Be Grateful trio. So I've kind of gone along with the quilt block theme, because I've got a couple others that have a quilt block along with the trio. And this one is a leaf. I thought it was just, I love that quilt block. It's just perfect for fall. And the colors, So I chose the fall colors, and I put the little quilt block on this one. It says, let's gather and be grateful. And then I used some of the same colors with my turkey. And that's my turkey. He's kind of funky. And so there's the three. Let's gather and be grateful. Kind of hard to see them all together. And they're a trio in my Etsy shop. There you go. And then to go along with this is the newest one. I just put this out yesterday, and I was just absolutely blown away at the enthusiasm for this one. And thank you so much for all the orders. It's very humbling. It really is. This one I've had done for quite some time, and I don't know why I didn't put it out there. I think I forgot. I walk by it every day, and all of a sudden yesterday I thought, you know, I never actually got the pattern going, or got the pattern on the computer with the correct colors, and I should probably do that and get that out there, because Thanksgiving's gonna be here before we know it. You know it? Thanksgiving's gonna be here before we know it.
No, it's not gonna be
November's gonna be here before we know it.
We are.
Why is it not gonna be the same?
Because I've always owned it at Grandpa's.
Oh, I think we're having it here this year. Yeah, this is true. So, this is the same little turkey as this. He's just got his, he doesn't even have his, he has his head turned on both of them. It's just that this one, it looks like you can see his back feathers all behind him. This one, I kind of just turned it. So this one's called Give Thanks, and it's got the leaves and the cornstalk with the pumpkins and the little pilgrims. And there again, stitched it all but the white. Then I went back, or stitched it all but the white, dyed it. Then I went back and stitched the white. So you can see, are you being mean to the kitties?
Yeah.
They just want to play in your box. So this is what it looks like when you stitch everything besides the white, and then come back and stitch the white, versus when you stitch all of it, or dye all of it after it's been stitched. Can you see? So the white really changes. So it just depends on what you're wanting, what the look is. You could certainly go ahead and stitch the whole thing and dye it. You're just not gonna have that white that pops. It'll be more like this. And that's just fine too. I don't know, sometimes I just like to switch it up. So this one's called Give Thanks, and it is in the Etsy shop. And it really stitches up pretty quickly. There's not, I mean, the turkey takes a little, it stitches up quick. And then I have one more. And this is the other one. This is the first one that I did with the old tattered flag threads. And I did this one at the campground. And it's different when you're stitching at the campground versus stitching at home. The lighting's different. I was outside most of the time. I was stitching a lot at night in the dark outside by the campfire. I have a light, magnifying light that I like to wear. And if you want to see what do you want to call it? Now, Doreen with Privies and Prims talks about it on one of her floss tubes. And she shows it to you and tells you all about it. And I had bought one, and I love it. She likes hers too, she said, and because of her, I went and bought one. And I don't use it in the house so much because I really don't need the magnifier in the house. I have an older light that comes down over my shoulder that I stitch.
I think it's like 12 years old.
Yeah, I've had it for a while, and it was something cheap that I got off Amazon, but so far it's still going, and it works for me. And so I really like it. It's not, I don't really know how to explain it, but it works for me. And so while I was stitching this one, it's the first time I'd really designed anything using the old Tattered flag floss. And I was really enjoying it. And then when I got home and got to really see different lighting, I loved it. And again, I used variegated floss. And I really like the variegation on the pumpkins, because pumpkins are very variegated. I mean, when you have a whole bunch of pumpkins lined up, they're almost always different shades of orange or white or blue, whatever you get. But
actually, I think it's pink.
So I really like that. The acorns, I don't know if I like the variegation on that as much. Although out in the wild, acorns are definitely different colors, different shapes too, different sizes and colors. But I don't know, some of these are maybe a little harder to see than others with the variegation. And I also think I variegated the leaves too. And those I really like. So most of this is the old tattered flag, the crows, the wording, and the roof, the house. The blue is old tattered flag. The rest of it is DMC. And the centers of the leaves are DMC. Because when I was doing this, I only had just a handful of the old tattered flag floss. So they mix and match well. I mean, they look fine together. You can't tell the difference really. These are color fast, and they do take the dye very nicely, just like DMC. So this one is in the Etsy shop, and I think I called it Frost on the Pumpkin, and it does come charted for the old tattered flag, but it also has an alternate DMC chart. So if you like it and you don't want to use these, you don't have to. You can use DMC. I'd love to see it stitched in DMC, because I have not taken the time to stitch it with the DMC to see how it turned out, but I'm sure I would love it just as much as I love this one. And right now, I didn't look today, I guess, but when I ordered these, and I just ordered some more, they were like, I want to say 46 cents a skein. They were on sale. So that's a good deal. 46 cents. No, that's not.
For that? I guess that goes a long way.
Yeah. They used to be like 50 cents. I mean, I remember getting DMC for less than 50 cents a skein, but you don't get that anymore. Anyway, that is, well, these I did, yeah. But these are...
You said you don't do that anymore.
Old tattered flag, and they are on sale right now. I don't know how long they'll be on sale. I have no idea. Oh, and Joann's also has, last time I looked, I haven't looked at that again today either, but they had their Nate Berkus on sale for $29.99 a yard. And it is it a 54-inch yard? It's you get a big piece of material. So it is expensive, but I can get a lot of projects out of it. So when you break it down, it's not near as bad. And I think that's it. I tried to make it fast and quick, and I had a lot of other things I could have shown, but I'm not going to do that to you. I do want to apologize because I have not watched a Flosstube. I started watching some of Doreen's, the Privies and Prims, to get caught up on hers, because I love watching her, and I did not get caught up. I did not. And I've been wanting to watch her redoing the cabin. You know, she lives in Tennessee, but she's experienced the hurricane where her mom was living. And if you want to know all that, you can go to her Flosstube and watch, because she does talk about it. But she's moved, and I've been wanting to watch her restoration of this little cabin that her dad built years ago, that she's hopefully going to be living in for a while. It's just the most adorable thing I've ever seen. And anyway, I'm off topic there. So if you want, go over to the Privies and Prims for Doreen and watch her. She's the only one. I have not had time to watch, and I hate that, but I'm going to. I'm hoping when it gets cold outside and we're in the house all the time through the winter, we hardly ever leave. we're kind of homebodies, right?
It's nice.
It's nice. That is when I get a lot of Flosstube watching done, and I can get a lot of stitching done. I'm looking forward to that. Love summer, but it just is, it's a lot. It is a lot, and I'm ready to settle in. So, what is it I'm supposed to say?
Hold up. Okay, first of all, go check out my YouTube channel. I'm doing a day in the life vlog today, and that'll be up there soon. So I'll just bring you guys along, whatever we do in the day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you get notified every time we upload.
That's it. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, right?
Mm-hmm.
And thank you everybody for your orders. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for commenting. Just thank you. It's still just so overwhelming to me, and we appreciate every single one of you. And I try very hard to comment or to respond to all your comments on YouTube or on anything else. If I do miss one, I apologize. I'm gonna go back in, sit down right now and double check, because I have not been on YouTube on my channel for a few days. So I need to go back and make sure I haven't missed anything. But hopefully we can get back into a little bit more of a schedule, right? Okay, thank you very much and goodbye.